so many of your teammates back here in Columbus today?
This has been wonderful. It's always nice to reconnect with these guys. One of the things that a lot of people don't understand is the chemistry that is on a team, and the chemistry of the '68 team was just exceptional. So we've remained friends. Here we are 50 years later, and we're still hugging and telling football stories and Woody stories and that kind of thing. So it's been awfully nice.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the chemistry. I don't imagine there's a lot of teams where 50 years later you get this many people back for something like this. I mean, just what is that bond that made that team so special?
Well, I always refer to the '68 season as a Cinderella season. We had that super sophomore class, but if you look at the '67 season, which I was on, in '66, they weren't so glamorous, and suddenly we had this group of young sophomores, and it just kind of fit. I don't know why. They were eager to learn and eager to play, and we gave it some senior and junior leadership. Had great coaches, and it just fit together. It just, not only were we just players together, we were friends together, which is huge. I think coaches underestimate the significance of chemistry on a team, and there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do sometimes to correct it one way or the other, but it was certainly a hallmark of this team.
Are there specific stories or specific memories that come up often when you guys are talking to each other?
Well, it's usually one story after another, and people, if you're on the outside looking in, saying, "Well, is that a true story? Is that?" And they're all basically Woody stories, and they are true. But they're so outlandish. You go, really? He really did that? Yeah, that's the way it went down, and yeah, we don't have to fabricate stories. They're all around us.
What would your advice be to the players of today, the players who are in the program now, who are trying to follow in your guys' footsteps and win a national championship of their own?
Yeah. Work on your fundamentals. Make sure your fundamentals are solid. Build team, build unity, as opposed to individuals. I guess the one thing that I see different when we played as now is the amount of individuality that seems to surface on teams. Woody would have, well, I'm not sure what he would have done if somebody would do what some of these guys are doing in end zones and things these days. So it's all about team. You start as a team, you play as a team, you finish as a team. It's all about team. It's not all about me. I'm just one little part of the team. So fundamentals and team, I guess, would be the two things I'd tell them.
Is there any one moment from that 1968 season that really stands out in your mind above the rest?
Well, the Michigan win was a big one, obviously. That was kind of a lopsided game. Just for a bunch of Ohio kids that prior to the Rose Bowl hadn't really been anywhere, done a whole heck of a lot of stuff. We get a chance to go to the Rose Bowl, and there were only four bowls at that point in time. It was just Cinderella. I mean, it was just, I don't know how to describe it other than it is what it is, and there are memories that people will last forever.